Mexico is about to experience its highest temperatures ever recorded, as death toll climbs.
Here's a summary of the article.
The extreme heat smothering much of Mexico has already killed dozens of people, but the hottest temperatures are yet to come, officials say. In the next 10 to 15 days, the country will experience the highest temperatures ever recorded, researchers from the National Autonomous University of Mexico said in a statement earlier this week. According to the Weather Channel, by early next week, temperatures in Veracruz are expected to soar to 37 C, Tabasco will be 40 C and Mexicali will reach temperatures of 40.5 C. Temperatures in the capital, Mexico City, could reach a record 35 C in the next 2 weeks, said George Zavala, director of UNAM's Institute of Atmospheric Sciences and Climate Change. Earlier this month, the capital was one of at least 10 cities in Mexico that registered their hottest day on record. Mexico has been reeling from a high-pressure weather phenomenon known as a heat dome, which has trapped hot air over much of the country, creating record-breaking temperatures that have surpassed 45 C in some places. The new deaths bring the toll from the extreme temperatures to 48 since the hot season began on March 17, mostly due to heat stroke and some to dehydration. Sweltering heat has exacerbated a nationwide drought and strained Mexico's power grid, with monkeys dropping dead from trees due to suspected dehydration.
This post received a score of 5,400, with an upvote ratio of 97%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Can confirm. It's been persistently hotter than normal since at least February, and the last 2 months have been miserable, some of the hottest weather I've experienced here.
Highest temperatures ever recorded, yet.
It won't change anything. I am convinced that there is not a point at which people will change, as a group. They will die. That's the change.
Evolution didn't prepare us to deal with this rapid expansion, energy and global destruction. We shouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, evolution means that we will either adapt fast enough to get along with the environmental changes, like a wider range of temperatures and modify our food resources, or go extinct. We will need public shelters to save people from heat, cold, flood, storm, drought, and also shortages of food, water and energy, everywhere.
Mexican here is the worst weather I've ever experienced in my life. Wildfires everywhere. This is really an omen for what is coming to us.
It's only going to get worse each year. We are still accelerating the emissions.
Yep, this world has its foot jammed down on the gas pedal even as the wall is coming into view. No brakes on this wild ride, I'm afraid. Sad face.
I'm in Pennsylvania. The weather here hasn't been normal in a long time. We get very little snow, which is not how it was just a few decades ago. Mexico has got to be struggling.
Yep, in central NC I can remember getting as much as a week off for snow when I was younger. Now we haven't gotten any measurable snow in 3 years.
It's a similar doomsday story at least once a week. The good news is the companies responsible for killing our planet are making record profits.
You should see their yachts. Beautiful.
And their private jets, which, as of a few days ago, we can't track anymore so they can go about their destructive business unchecked. Jolly.
Wait, really? Why is that? I'm out of the loop. What rules did they implement for themselves to not be called out?
Part of the FAA renewal bill is a part that allows privately owned planes to register anonymously to hide who owns them.
Did Taylor Swift pay someone off?
Her or Musk?
Nothing to see here. All perfectly normal. No global warming.
The singularity occurs when the events covered by World News and Collapse are the same set.
Been there for 5+ years, brother.
I had to unsubscribe.
Yeah, 50+ in some parts of the world.
Probably cursing the humans. We are the only animal species that have affected the planet negatively.
No, it's not a curse. This is entirely consequences of actions of super rich who suppressed research that provided data about climate crisis several decades back. This is about those companies who spent millions lobbying politicians to relax environmental regulations and undercut funding for renewables. This crisis could have been mitigated or averted if companies were held accountable and if billionaires weren't allowed to put profits over human lives. Instead, we allowed them to push misinformation and propaganda against climate change and renewables.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by SMMRY.com, without any human intervention.